Welcome to my mom's channel, guys.
Hey you guys, today I am giving you an updated nail prep and Apres Dupe application. On my last video, that was my very first video, it was really dark, my lighting was bad, my mic was bad, everything was bad. So now I have completely revamped, I have new lighting and everything is good to go. What you just saw me do was push back my cuticle off the nail plate. I am now going in with my Pana cuticle bit. This is a medium and I'm going around my cuticles just to be sure that if there's any leftover cuticle on my nail plate, I go ahead and get that up. Like I said on my last video, I typically go right under, very little bit, under the epinicium fold, which is that skin fold right there, and just make sure I get everything up out of there. I pay special attention to the sidewall area too, because you don't want to miss it. Here I'm going in with a medium sanding band. My drill is on a very low speed, 4000, and I'm just going right across the nails just to rough it up a little bit. Make sure that my gel bases have good adhesion once I apply my dehydrator and my primer. Prepping your nail plate is very important for any type of application, whether it's Apres Dupe, acrylic, hard gel, poly gel, sometimes even press-on nails, depending on how long you're wanting them to last, because this is what helps with the adhesion. That glue gets in those scratch marks that you're creating on the nails, that base gel gets up in there good, and it allows a very good hold so you don't have much lifting. This is why nail prep for any nail enhancement is very important. So again, like I said, I use a better camera now, I have better lighting, I have a nice background here, I have a better microphone, you guys can hear me clearly, and I just felt like it was time for an updated nail prep and a Apres Dupe. This is the prep that I took before doing my Valentine's Day nails, and just seeing how vibrant and lively my other videos were, I figured this was the right time to go ahead and get that video updated. The other one was so dark, camera wasn't good, just everything. So here's a new one for you guys. I hope you can see it better. As I mentioned as well in a few of my previous videos, I no longer use the nail nippers to clip off any dead skin from my epinicium. What I use is this Russian ball bit. I put my drill on a little bit of a higher speed, about 7 or 8, and I just go right up on there and drill off all that dead skin. And I do this, as I mentioned, just to avoid the nail clippers. Sometimes you don't really know what you're cutting. You might cut too much, a little nip and tuck here. It's not what I want to deal with on my nails, because anything you put on after that burns. Here are my natural nails, and these are the tips that I'm using to complete those Valentine set. Right now I'm just sizing them out. I typically know my sizes, but every so often I do have to go back and forth just to be sure, especially when it comes to my thumbnails. I want to make sure that the tips are fitting from sidewall to sidewall. They're not cutting too short, and they're also not hanging over either. These tips come etched on the inside already, so this is something you'll see different that I won't do on this video. I won't etch the inside of them. I get my Young Nail Combo, the swipe to dehydrate my nails, the Protein Bond as my primer, and I'm using a lint-free wipe as well. Still the same, I make sure I get up in those side walls really well when it comes to my protein bonder, and I do also do 2 coats on each nail. Here I am just putting on a very thin layer of base coat gel. I'm using the Ricart one because it was just right there, quick and easy to grab. Not that I have any particular preference. It's just, you know, whatever's close by. I have about 25 or so poly gel kits, so I'll never run out of base coat and top coat gel. It'll always be something close by. Here I am with my Apres Extend Gel in the Sasha color. I'm going to be putting a very thin layer across all of my nails. I'm going to get that cured in the lamp. Here you do see my Kiara Sky Pro Cure, which is what I use to stick the tips on. But off to the side I actually have my big lamp, which I'm going to be doing like the curing of my full hand in. So you won't see that on camera, but it is nearby. And when I cure this layer, I do for 30 seconds. I went ahead and filed that cuticle area of the tips just so that it's nice and flush and blends very well into my natural nail and my cuticle area. I don't like that hard ledge that's left over if you don't do this part. When I do my Apres Dupe, I don't like extra spillage. That's one. I don't like the gel to seep out over my nails, my natural nail. I also don't like it to creep out on the sides. What I do like to do is I take some of the gel up on the sidewall so that I can also make sure that I'm not missing any gel. There's enough gel that can cover. I won't have any air pockets because, as I mentioned, I don't put tons of gel in my tips when I put them on because I do not like seepage and spillage either. Starting from the cuticle, very light press down. Soon as it meets my natural free edge, I go right into the lamp for a couple seconds. I then let go, let it sit there for the remaining 30 seconds. And at the end of all of this, I take my whole hand and I put it in a lamp for 90 seconds. I do this because the Extend Gel is a dark color, so I want to make sure that it's cured all the way through. I showed you one in real time. I'm just gonna go ahead and speed this up so we can save some time on the video. This is what I used to use a while back, Gelish Structure Gel. I'm doing this because I know that I want to have a see-through nail on this hand. I wanted to do a nail that was completely clear, applying some glitters onto it. That's why you see me break that out. Otherwise, I'd be using the Sasha Apres Extend Gel to cover up my natural nail bed. I like for my nail bed to be hidden, and the Sasha does that perfectly. Here's my other hand. I didn't cut any of these tips. Notice that I put the clear on the first 2 nails. There goes a nice little C curve there that comes on these tips already. The apex is really nicely shaped. So my left hand, I cut those tips already, so I'm just showing you a comparison of the length. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my thumbnails really short. I tend to keep my thumbs at about a medium length for the simple fact that I have small children. I need to be able to get them in and out of car seats easily. Also, it makes it a lot easier to text. I don't have any issues when it comes to that. I'm going in with my Tammy Taylor Peel and Stick file. I'm just cleaning up this sidewall area, getting it nice and tapered how I like it. The tips are pretty bulky on the side, so you always just want to make sure that you're straightening out the sidewall perfectly. Under me, I am using my Melody Susie 2-in-1, which is my dust collector and e-file. I do speed up the filing process, more so because it is time consuming, making sure you get those perfect crispy edges. And I would hate to have you guys sitting here this whole time and watching that. I do speed it up just so that you can see what's happening, but we get to the point. Here are both of the nails, one filed, one not. I'm just going in making sure I take off any sharp edges, so in the process of doing my nails I'm not scratching myself. This is the finished product of my nail prep and Apres Dupe. These nails are on right now as we speak. It is February 20th. And again, I want to thank you guys for stopping by, viewing my video. Make sure you subscribe to see more just like this. Catch you on the next one.